Hey folks, I never ever do this, but let's talk about a book that was sent to me by a publisher. Prequel by Rachel Maddow. I never do this. I get sent a lot of books and podcasts and films, but I get sent a lot of books, and I don't promote any of them. What I do promote is the stuff that I buy, that I find on my own, that are recommended to me, and then I go and get with my own money and then share. And those are the books that do the work, like Tim Heaphy's Harbingers, or George Takei's My Lost Freedom for young readers, and Joe McGill's Sleeping with the Ancestors. Those weren't PR packages, those were purchases. But Rachel Maddow's Prequel was sent to me by Crown Publishing and Penguin Random House. And I actually found time to read it. And I need you to know this one matters. Here's why. Where a lot of my work dismantles the patriot myth, Maddow's Prequel exposes the fascist reality here in the United States in the years leading up to and through World War II. This isn't fringe material, it's mainstream American authoritarianism. And some of what she reveals will jar even those of us who thought we knew the story. The depth of US anti-Semitism, so profound it shocked the Nazis. The strength of domestic fascist networks, the American legal and cultural infrastructure that the Nazis studied and then adapted and then implemented. But Prequel isn't just important. It's good public history, and that's my lane, right? Which means it's both accessible and it's accountable. So if you haven't read, for example, James Whitman's 2017 book on how Nazi legal thinkers borrowed directly from US race law, Rachel did. She brings his work and that of other scholars into narrative form. She builds on scholarship. She makes it usable for you. And that's what good public history does. That's what the best public history does. It draws on the best research to tell a story that you can get, that matters to you, and that matters to you right now. That's the definition of relevant. So here's what we're going to do. Penguin Random House will send a few copies out through me to folks who are part of our little corner of the digital ecosystem, our honest history, resistance history corner of the digital world. Not as a contest, but because this is me, this is not about followers or likes or metrics. This is in order to build a resource, a nice, good trouble resource. So here's how to go ahead and take part. Just tag one or more accounts below or in the comments or wherever this post lives that you think are doing the kind of resistance work that we need. That means communication. We talk about these principles, we talk about these practical elements. Who gives you early, accurate intelligence? My go-tos are like The Guardian and Mother Jones. Who do you get your stuff from? Your news that you can rely on and that you can act on. We also need solidarity. We're part of a community, right? And so who keeps pushing, gathering, organizing, inspiring? Maybe it's the Reclaimed, Whitney, or the Descendants Project, or the Tenement Museum, or the Resistance Rangers. Also, who helps you endure this? Endurance is a key part of resistance because we have to be persistent and sustainable and be there to play the long game. Who helps you stay in it the right way? That could be Suzanne Lambert or John Proctor is the villain. Tag them, lift them up. Then I'll choose folks from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and you'll get your copy of Prequel directly from Penguin Random House. Why do this? And why am I bothering? Because truth is resistance right now, folks. Because historical memory is a battleground. And because we are living the sequel to this book. So you need to ask, prequel to what? We're in it.